Yo, what's going on? The Rinkside Olympic season starts right now.
That's right, Alysa Liu, Rinkside Olympic season, episode 5. It does start right now. Hi everyone, Nick McCarvel here with you. Don't worry, this episode features Alysa plenty as she collects her very first Grand Prix title of her career. We've got everything you need to know from Skate America, and we've also got a featured interview. Who is it this week? It is the one and only Jason Brown. He was in Lake Placid, the 2015 U.S. champion, the two-time Olympian, looking for a third Olympic berth, and he is already in Finland. I think that was a direct flight, right? From Lake Placid to Helsinki. Jason on his way. We've got more from him coming up in this episode. Let's get into, though, to start off the show, my top 3 moments from the week. Oh, this smile just glittered as Alysa Liu collects her first Grand Prix title of her career. That puts her into the Grand Prix final in a few weeks. Hanging out with some Skate America fans. How about this? The Frenchman, Kevin Aymoz. Look at the reaction as he takes in his free skate score. That gave him his first Grand Prix title. He's been on the Grand Prix longer than Alysa, 28 years young, 13 Grand Prix appearances. Look at what it means to Kevin. We've got highlights from his Bolero free skate. We've also got this, the return of Riverdance, Jason Brown bringing the roof down in his short program. He'd end up in 4th place overall, but this beautiful program reworked from 2014, and we see it in 2025. Amazing to watch as Jason skates for the very first time in his career in Lake Placid. Now, Saatva Skate America, it was in the historic 1980 Herb Brooks Arena. We've got one more week on the Grand Prix as Jason and many other of the top skaters, they're headed to Helsinki for the Finland Grand Prix. That is all then to earn those spots for the Grand Prix final. We will give you updated standings to come. Now, guys, we've mentioned Jason Brown a few times, but let's stick with him. He got his hands on an item that's been coveted by many. Let's check out Jason the chef and look at what he's got cooking. Jason, we are jealous of the Olympic ring pasta. How do we get our hands on that? Now, we can never have too much Jason Brown, and I got to catch up with him earlier. Here's our chat. Well, Jason Brown, long time no see. I just saw you at Skate America. Congratulations, by the way. Hey, you've talked about Riverdance being so much for the fans this season, but what's the process been like for you to bring back this program?
For me, I think it's really been about tackling this challenge of bringing something back that holds so much weight and so much and so many memories for so many people, and really wanting to do it justice. Like you mentioned, I want to do it for the fans, so I want to do it well for the fans. I really want to I want to make them proud while I do it, not just, bring it back in memory, but revamp it and make it that much better.
The biggest question, Jason, is have you considered bringing back the ponytail?
Not for a split second. Not even in my peripheral. No. But I loved it. I loved it when I had it, but not looking back.
We'll get you a clip on for
okay, perfect. Okay? We can have a little rip it off before I go.
Hey, as your career has gone, talk to us about the balance between nerves and the confidence that you've acquired. How do you balance those two pieces of your career?
You know what? If I gotta be honest, the nerves don't ever go away. It's something that I'm always battling with, and I think it's something that I always try my best to be as raw and as honest as possible. And even at Skate America this week, you could see those nerves get the best of me at times and struggle with that a bit. So every year I feel I've mastered it, I've tackled it, and then every year I'm gosh, those nerves hit you in the face. But I think it's just learning continuing to learn how to cope with them, understand how to work with them a bit better. And that's kind of my goal as I continue to work through these programs to really calm the heart rate down, focus, stay in the moment, stay very present, and get the job done.
So you've been working for years with Ronald McDonald House, but tell us what you guys are doing this Olympic season, because I think it's really special.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. So this season, in the year leading up to the 2026 Olympic Games, my goal, I set out this goal to volunteer, volunteer and visit at, or volunteer at and visit 26 Ronald McDonald Houses around the world in the lead up to the 2026 Olympics. So I'm really, really hoping that number 27, like the bonus, will be the family room in Milan. But yeah, I'm about to head to Helsinki today. And the Helsinki house will be number 25.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, so you've turned Tracy Wilson into a TikTok star. The question is Tracy a one-take wonder?
She is. She is, and it's so... I want to say it's... I feel bad to say it's frustrating, but she makes it look so easy. She really is a one-take... She's it's a one-take wonder, and I am just, like, floored and in awe. And I'm like, Tracy, can I, like, record my part again? Can we try that again? Can we redo that? Can we set it up? She's like, oh, what do I need to do? I was like, no, you were perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
She's a natural.
Jason Brown, we appreciate chatting with you. Let's play some quick fire. You ready?
Okay. Let's do it.
I'm giving you a word or a phrase. You're telling me the first thought that comes to mind. We're going to start with Tracy Wilson.
Oh my gosh. Oh, honestly, she's just like an icon.
Icon. Love it. The Olympic Games.
Oh my gosh. Chills.
Riverdance.
Green.
Ponytail.
Oh my gosh. The past.
And the present.
And the ponytail and the present. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
What about spins? What comes to mind when you hear spins?
Oh my gosh. The things that they need to be valued more.
Ooh, nice one. Sinnerman.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Tenacity.
Roheen Ward.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, Roheen. Oh my gosh, I mean, brilliant. Creative genius.
Creative genius. What about mom and dad?
Oh my gosh. My heroes, the most supportive people in the entire world.
Japan.
Oh, pure love and like respect.
Your fans.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, whenever I think about my fans, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys and the support over the years and having my back through the good and the bad and just being on this ride with me. So thank you so much. All I can think about when you say fans is thanks.
And last but not least, Finland.
Ooh! Do you know what? The last time I competed in Helsinki was at the 2017 World Championships. So honestly, that's like what comes back to mind. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it's my first time doing the Grand Prix in Finland. So
well, it's been a season of firsts for you, Jason Brown, and we wish you the best of luck. Thanks for chatting with us on Rinkside.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Nick.
Great to hear from Jason Brown, who I'm guessing has already arrived in Finland. Let's check out the men's final results from Skate America. There's Jason in fourth place, but the title won by the Frenchman Kevin Aymoz. We saw him in our top moments. We're going to see more of him in just a second. Some struggles for the Kazakh skater, the world silver medalist, Mikhail Shidorov. We'll talk more about his program as well. How about Kazuki Tomono? He led after the short program, the Japanese star, but ends up with a bronze medal finish. Shout out to Liam Kapakis and that 9th place for the American. Let's look at Kevin Aymoz, and this was an emotional weekend for Kevin. The Bolero free skate. Oh man, the red gloves. I love it. He opens with a quad loop, just able to hang on to that landing. Now, there were a few scratchy moments for Kevin in this free skate, including the triple Lutz here. Keeps his balance, had to fight through several moments, but really skated with passion. There's some passion from Kevin, 28, said he's still carrying an injury that he had at Skate Canada. How about that? Little jump scare for the judging panel, and here's that emotional moment. Kevin Aymoz, for the first time in 13 Grand Prix appearances with his coaching team. That's his childhood coach there on the left of your screen, Sylvia Fontana on the right, the 6-time French champion. How about 10th place at Skate Canada as he earns a win here at Skate America? Let's hear a little bit from Kevin and just what this meant.
We're here for the love of sport and figure skating, and we should party that and dream all together. And today I cried because I fight all the demons I fight every day to stand proud on the ice. So that was a difficult journey today.
So Kevin, fighting through those demons and the difficulty. What about some difficulties for Shidorov, who actually said in his press conference that he's been frustrated so far this season? He was 3rd at Cup of China. Here is the axle into the Euler, into the quad Saukow. No one does that, not even quad god Ilya Malinin. Here's the quad flip. This is where that was actually a really hard fall for Shidorov. You can see shakes this off, but then another fall for him. Some frustration out there on the ice for the Kazakh. Won that silver medal at the World Championships. He knows he can be great. He knows he can be among the top men in the world, the 4 continents champion from a year ago. He is likely into the Grand Prix final, not necessarily the weekend, though, that he won it. It was a weekend of memories for Jason Brown, tapping into some nostalgia in the short program. We showed you that to open, but let's get into the free skate. For Jason, a 4th place finish for him overall, first time he's ever competed in Lake Placid. Several Skate America medals to his name, the triple axel into the double toe loop. He told us after it was just a nervous, here's another look at the triple axel for Jason. You can see just fighting to keep up on that landing from the triple axel into the triple lutz here. Another scratchy landing. He said after he felt a lot of nerves this weekend from Jason. That choreo, the beautiful choreography from Roheen Ward. Jason said he's got a lot to work on from Skate America right into Grand Prix Finland. This is the first time we're seeing him on the Grand Prix this season after a couple challenger events. Oh man, but the crowd, they were loving Jason. How about this for the youngster? A hug from Jason Brown. That was so good. Just amazing. The connection with the crowd from Jason Brown, 4th place at Skate America. We're going to see him at Finlandia Trophy. Let's check in on the Grand Prix final. They're trying to earn spots, all these skaters, into the Grand Prix final in a couple weeks. Malinin, Shun Sato, they're in. Mikhail Shidorov, he also should be in. But look all the way at the bottom of your screen. There's Yuma Kageyama with 15 points. Also, we can say Adam Sao Him Fa. He's got 13 points. They're going to look to book their spots at the Grand Prix final. Where are they going to do that? This weekend at the Grand Prix of Finland. There's Jason, he's going to be in action, Jimmy Ma as well as Yuma and Adam. You can catch all of the action from Helsinki on NBC and on Peacock. All right, let's get into the women, and we're going to start at Skate America this past weekend. We've already talked about it, but hey, let's talk about it some more. How about this win for Alysa Liu? 3.3 points over Rinka Watanabe. The Japanese star collects her 2nd Grand Prix medal of the season. Look at how tight it was between the Georgian Anastasia Gubanova and Laura Naki-Gutman. The Italian, just 0.4 of a point, gives Gubanova that bronze medal. Huge performance by Star Andrews, 5th place. She skated a clean free skate. Josephine Lee notching a 12th place finish. How about some camaraderie backstage just before Alysa is about to go out? I love that. Star giving some of that good vibes to Alysa as she heads out for her MacArthur Park free skate. This is the Donna Summer program. she used at the World Championships last year. Triple flip, feeling good. Alysa did say, though, after, guys, that she wasn't that happy about her jumping. Here's the sow cow. But she ate up points throughout the entire program. Level 4s on the spins, also on her step sequence. The choreo into this final spin brought the house down. Standing ovation for the 20-year-old, the reigning world champion. Feeling good here, taking her final bows. Put the pressure on Rinka Watanabe, having been second after the short program. Now it felt good center ice. How about Rinkside with the coaches, Massimo and Philip? They're feeling pretty good as well, as Alysa Liu is able to secure that Skate America title. She is the 2025 world champion, twice the US champion, as Alysa Liu grabs her first ever Grand Prix win. That means she's headed to the Grand Prix final. Now, she was emotional, especially after that short program. Let's hear from Alysa on just why.
No, I mean, like, totally didn't cry. I didn't cry. Have energy for tomorrow, of course. No, yeah, I mean, like, it just gets me every time, which is fine. I'm okay with it. I love emotions, and I love crying. Like, it feels so good because I don't cry that much. So I feel like lucky to be able to cry over something.
She pours her emotion into it, Alysa Liu there. I like the sarcasm, right? I didn't cry. What are you guys talking about? Let's get into Rinka Watanabe. This is the free skate set to Jin. This is a program that she's used before. She's going to open with a huge triple axel. And how about tacking on the triple toe? Now, that was big at the open of the program, but this is where things came unraveled a little bit. Now, watch here. The second triple axel does not get around 2 feet on it, but that jump, it got downgraded for Watanabe as we take a look further at her highlights, and that would cost her that triple axel into the double. That meant she lost about 5 points, lost to Alysa by 3.3 points. Watanabe here, the short program leader, settles for silver. She had that Skate Canada win. That was actually in her Grand Prix debut. She's right on the cusp of the Grand Prix final. We'll look at those standings in just a second, as she placed third at Cup of China earlier this season. Okay, first, second, Alysa and Rinka. What about third, as Gubanova, that 0.4 of a point over Laura Naki-Gutman. The triple flip into the triple toe. This is from Ghost, this free skate. How about the Ripon Lutz? The arms overhead, the double axel into the double toe. Gubanova, nice stuff here to finish. Now, she had to skate at the Olympic qualifier event earlier this season, the Skate to Milano, and she gets 20 points here on the standings. Unlikely we're going to see her at the Grand Prix final, as Sakamoto and Liu, we know they're headed there. Ami Nakai, she's right on the bubble. So is Rinka Watanabe. Now look down on that list, guys. Mona Chiba and Luna Hendricks and Amber Glenn, all three of them. Guess where they're going to be this weekend? They're headed to the Grand Prix Finland. They're going to join. Brady Tennell will be there as well. This is a pretty stacked women's field. We're going to find out exactly who is going to the Grand Prix final. Here's how you can watch the action from Helsinki. Okay, now we still have to bring you the pairs and ice dance highlights from Skate America, but before we get into that, I want to check in with the three-time and reigning world champions, Madison Chock and Evan Bates. They've been together for 15 years, guys. That is amazing. But how did they keep it fresh? Let's find out.
How do you keep it fresh and fun even after skating over and over?
I think that's the great thing about skating and sport in general, is that anything can happen, and that's true for training on a daily basis as well. But there are also the little goals that you set for yourself on a daily basis, and just trying to get that 1% of improvement each day.
I think skating too is just inherently fun. I think it's one of the more fun sports I've ever tried, and just connecting always back to that joy of stepping on the ice and feeling the glide and feeling the wind in your face. that is always going to be there, even in the most stressful days.
I often find myself looking for this feeling of flow, and our coach once said to us, once you have it, you're just gonna chase it and want it all the time. And I was like, oh, I want it so bad, I want to feel it. And then one day I felt it and I was like, whoa, I know what he means. And then you kind of chase that feeling, and it's really satisfying when you can link it together and stay in that flow as long as possible.
Well, Maddie and Evan were staying in that flow all weekend long. At Skate America, their fifth title at Skate America for the Americans, 2:12.58, 15 points north of Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Lagat. The Canadians, as Evgenia Labareva and Jeffrey Brousseau, they claim the bronze medal. A little bit of a disappointing weekend for Christina Carrera and Anthony Ponomarenko. We heard from them last week on Rinkside. Fifth place just ahead of their teammates, Una Brown and Gage Brown. Let's check in on Maddie and Evan and this free dance. She's the bull tamer, he is the bull, this painted black. Now, how about new costumes for Maddie and Evan? She has shortened the skirt, she said. That was an issue for them at Cup of China and a little bit in practice. But how about the speed here from this team, side by side, and the Twizzles? Great power as they power their way to a record-tying fifth Skate America title. That ties Tanith Belbin and Ben Augusto. Look at that on the rotational lift, just eating up those points while they wow the crowd. They have always been innovative, this team, keeping it fresh 15 years in. Did she tame the bull, guys? Feels like she did. Skate America, a Grand Prix sweep as they took the title at Cup of China earlier this season. They're going to try to win a 7th U.S. title in January. They're going to try to win Olympic gold. Evan said that this weekend in Milan in February. It's going to be what would be their 4th Olympic outing. How did they keep it fresh? So many Olympic seasons in. Let's hear from Madison Chock.
Well, first I want to be clear, we weren't in any of the 90s Olympics. We're not that old. That would be impressive. But no, I think we've learned so much and gained so much from each experience and each year, and we've really built upon every season. And I think there's so much value that we take from each event, from competition to competition. So we will just be bringing all of that experience forward with us to Milan.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle in Milan. We're looking forward to that in the ice stands. Let's look at Lajoie and Lagat. They are training mates with Chock and Bates in Montreal, the Ice Academy. This team, they've got the sport anthem in the rhythm dance. This is so much more lyrical. The White Crow free dance, they said actually after that's one of the reasons why they chose these two different programs. They had their entire friend and family crew from nearby Montreal. What do you guys think? 119 points. Marie-France Dubré there with them as they take an 8th Grand Prix medal for Marjorie and Zach, the 2019 Junior World Champions, often second fiddle to Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier, but they certainly factor into that conversation among some of the top teams in the world. That's Marjorie and Zach. Let's check in now on your Grand Prix final standings for ice dance. Madison and Evan, that Grand Prix sweep, that gives them 30 points. How about Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson? 28 points. Marjorie and Zach, they're on the bubble. Are they going to make the Grand Prix final? We'll go down to spots 8 and 9 as Fournier Boudry and Cicerone, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier, they've got 15. They're going to look to hop up into those standings as they take to the ice at the Grand Prix in Finland this weekend. Who else is going to be there with the Canadian and French team? How about the Shibutanis? They were at NHK Trophy. That's 7 years away. They're going to be back on the ice. Emily Zingis and Vadim Kolesnek. They've looked really strong this season. You can catch the ice dance. You can catch all the skating from Helsinki on NBC and Peacock this weekend. All right, last but not least, it is the pairs event at Skate America where we saw the 2-time world champions Enrico Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. They took the title. The Japanese, it wasn't easy. In fact, it was actually Metelkina and Berulava from Georgia, the short program leaders. They skated last in the free skate. Guys, they fell apart as Miura and Kihara, they held strong in their free skate. Congrats to Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier, the Canadians able to grab a Grand Prix medal here. They did it a few years ago at Skate America. It was Emily Chan and Spencer Howe who were the top American finishers in 4th place. Let's take a little bit of a look at that Miura and Kihara free skate. I mentioned they were in 2nd place after the short program. That's because she had doubled her side-by-side triple toe attempt. Okay, how did the triple toe go in the free skate? We're gonna start with the triple twist. That is huge. Big point gobbler for them. Here's the side-by-side triple toe. She gets it, but look, she's got to fight for it and then stumbles. Goes for the double axel. That did cost them points out there, but they said after this team, as we look at the throw triple lutz, this team said all weekend they had trouble with the NHL-sized rink, didn't feel like they could get up to their full speed. They also said that they felt a lot of stress coming into the short program. They trained in Canada, not far away, but they fought through and they get that win over Metelkina and Berulava, who just did not bring what they needed to in the free skate. The world champs, they're going to head to the Grand Prix final. Rauchi said it's going to be a homecoming for him. He grew up near Nagoya, going to see friends and family there at the Grand Prix final. Pretty cool stuff for a team that trains so far away in Canada to be home in Japan. Speaking of home skaters, let's check out the Americans, Emily Chan and Spencer Howe. How about for them coming all the way from NHK Trophy to Skate America? Here's the side-by-side triple Saukow into the double axel. Nice stuff. Triple twist, big height there. This is a team that has dealt with a lot of injury over the last couple seasons. Emily trying to fight here to stay up on the throw triple flip, can't do it. Spencer quick with his hands here. The lift is going to come down really quick. Fought for that. They were 6th at NHK Trophy. They move up to 4th here, and back-to-back weeks. Respect to this team. The U.S. silver medalist in 2023, they're going for one of 2 American spots at the Olympics, trying to put it out week in and week out. That's what the skaters are talking about this season. It is all about consistency. Who's been consistent on the Grand Prix? Look at those top 4 teams, 30 and 28. Miura and Kihara, they sweep their Grand Prix. Conti Machi, Metelkina, Berulava, Deanna and Max, they're all going. Now, as you go down that list, you can see Minerva, Fabian Hassa, and Nikita Volodin. They're going to try to climb up there themselves this weekend because we're going to see them at Finlandia Trophy. Who else is going to be there in Helsinki this weekend? Some Americans. Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea. You've also got Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. They're all fighting for those spots on the U.S. Olympic team as well. You can catch the pairs, as we've told you, on Peacock and NBC. Okay, it has been a blast hanging out with you guys here on Rinkside Olympic season. It was a blast in Lake Placid, historic Lake Placid, coming to life for Skate America. Amazing to see wins for Alysa Liu, the American, her first ever Grand Prix title. How about Madison Chock and Evan Bates? They get their 5th. Awesome, awesome stuff. Now this weekend, we've told you it's going to be a big one. The last Grand Prix event, final spots on the line. Here's how you can watch on NBC and on Peacock as the skating heads to Helsinki. We're going to be back with you right here on Rinkside next week. We always have a good time here, and don't be afraid of the comment section. Also, don't forget to sound off on social media. Follow US Figure Skating. For now, I'm Nick McCarvel. For our whole team here at Rinkside, enjoy the skating in Helsinki, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.